Okay. So, sorry, I had to end the earlier stream because I did find a bug in StreamFlight. As you can tell, this is a StreamFlight feature test. I think I've done a few tests and seem to have resolved it. So we are going to try it again. Okay, so what are we testing today? We are testing RAS. We're testing RAS and we're testing the landing rate feature now. So I've added that as well because people wanted it, and I thought, okay, why not? So yeah, so I've added that as well. We're going to do it in the GA flight today because I just think it's easier. We've done airliners. Well, I've done airliners yesterday, I think it was. And everything seems to have gone okay, or the day before yesterday, and everything seems to have gone okay. So, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to fly from Aberdeen down to Bristol. We're going to stop off at Edinburgh and Birmingham, testing the landing rates as we go as well, and the RAS. Those who haven't seen it yet, we've made some changes to the UI of StreamFlight, so it's now tab architecture. Okay, and we have the flight plan stuff in the first tab. We have the overlay stuff. So the overlay is this thing at the top here. Yeah. In the second tab, we have the camera controls, the orbit flyby cameras in the camera control. But warning, if you do have chase plane, the camera controls won't work. Chase plane overtakes all the camera stuff. We have RAS, so approaching runway, on runway, runway remaining, caution short runway. You can test the audio as well, so if you are a streamer, you can get the sound levels correct. And you can enable RAS or disable RAS, up to you. Why RAS? Because aircraft can support it, but they don't have it. The only one that actually has RAS on board that I know of is the iFly 737 Max. Yeah. And then the user settings, so all your output file location and everything goes there. And then there's a diagnostic tab for internal use. So I'm just watching what goes on while I'm flying along. So that's StreamFlight in a nutshell. It has come a long way. So these are the brand new features within StreamFlight RAS and landing rate. Okay, so pretty much a lot of stuff in a single tool, which I think is very important here. All right, let's shall I go back a bit in time because oh no, we're okay. It's just a miserable day in Scotland. All right. There we go. So let's get things started and start up the aircraft, and we can start getting on with our flight. So let's remove that. Let's go down here. Let's pop on that. Okay, and that. There we are. We'll go rich mixture, props, and let's get some fuel in. So fuel. There we are. That's the fuel. Let's just pump enough fuel in it, and then we can start the aircraft. Okay, fuel off, and let's hope it starts. There we go. It started. There we are. Okay, so our QNH. There we are. And let's get master avionics on. We can go with all our lights. Why not? We're about to take off anyway. So taxi, there we go, panel. That's all good. And we are all right. Let's just put the blower on low. Okay. Right. So as I said, these are two brand new features within STREAMFLIGHT. Runway awareness advisory system, and we are bringing in landing rate because too many people constantly bug me about landing rate. I'm not a fan of landing rates, but okay, if you want them, you can have them. So yeah, so that's what we are looking at. What? Wait, what? The landing rate shows up in chat? Yeah, it does. It does as well. The landing rate shows up in chat, and you got a little graphic that pops up. So the graphic looks like this. So as a streamer, you can test where the landing rate, where you want it, but it can pop up like that, right? So there you've got this landing rate. Yeah, it will pop up and then disappear. You can adjust the time it displays. I'll test it again. There you go. All right. So landing rate, I've got it for 10 seconds here because I am doing some testing. But yeah. And no, it will also show up. So let me scroll up. I'll just copy one. So you'll get something like this. Because I'll just take it from the testing that I did. You'll get something like this, for example, in the chat. Yeah, so my bot recognizes it and the bot will send it to the chat. Yeah. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll take off from Aberdeen. Custard, hello. Hi, how are you? I am, man, I am. I'm a nerd, but you know what? I can fight as well. I can kick your ass. And if anyone remembers that phrase where something similar came from, yeah, is a movie called Broken Arrow, where John Travolta sees this guy doing stuff on a computer and then attacks him. And then the guy in the computer beats the crap out of John Travolta and he goes, yes, I can use a computer, but I can also fight. Yeah. And then John Travolta kicked his ass, of course. Yeah. All right. So what we'll do is we'll take off from Aberdeen and then we will do a quick short circuit, land back at Aberdeen, and then take off. All right. I just want to make sure it works. So first things we're going to see is the RAS function. All right, the RAS function. Ijaz, wa alaikum assalam. Kya haal hai, sir? Theek hai? All right, let's go. So let's pull the brakes. Am I okay? I'm okay. Yes, I am good. All right, let's pull the brakes and let's go. We're going to go and taxi to runway 16. All good. Yeah, all good, man. Being constantly just going through pages and pages of code. And but I'm happy to say it's all working almost the way I want it. Yeah, still some things to do, but we're okay. So we're heading to runway 16. And now, as I said, the user interface for STREAMFLIGHT is now a tabbed architecture. So it's not all on one single page. It is all tabbed. So I have some real estate for some of the other features that are coming. And then, I can just add tabs. as and when I feel. But yeah, it is tab architecture. All right, heading to. So we're going to take off from Aberdeen. We're going to do a quick circuit, come back, and come back, land at Aberdeen, do a roll, and take off. Okay, that's the plan. So let's approach the runway here.
Approaching 16.
So that's the first RAS announcement. So RAS is now included in STREAMFLIGHT.
On runway 16.
There we go. And that's the second one. Tells us we're on the runway. Of course we are. All right, let's just hold here. Let me just get things set up. Let me do my heading. Come on, do it quickly. That's one thing I hate about this aircraft, or these types of aircraft. The heading bug is so slow. There we are. All right, that'll do. You know what? I didn't bring in my flight plan, so let me do that. Menu, import, from file. Okay. There we are. That's good. All right, so that's okay. That's just giving us a rough idea of where we want to be going. So let's go to 15. We'll just do it nice and easy. There we are. Okay. And let's go. So we're not using any flaps. We'll just do a little bit of a long takeoff, so we can hear the rest of
meters remaining.
Yep, and we go up. Okay. There we go. All right. So it gives us 3,000. It gives us meters remaining, and as we get closer to the end, it will say caution, runway, short runway, blah blah blah, and yeah, it will do all of that. Right, we're going to do a quick circuit. Bourne, hello. We're just going to do a quick circuit, and we're going to land back at Aberdeen. So gear up, and let's go and do a quick circuit. Heading over the A96 over there in Aberdeen. We'll do a quick circuit, land again at Aberdeen. In fact, you know what? Let me pop this on and altitude. Here we are, and engage. Right, let's get our heading there. All right. We are good. So let's go slightly north. There we are. Okay, lovely. Well. Do we know what we're doing here? Yes, I think so. Right, let's bring our throttle down to about 2200 and let's bring that there. Okay, so we're just flying a simple circuit. There we go. Simple circuit. Just gonna do the, I know this aircraft is just stunning. Stunning. The simple circuit, I want to make sure the landing rate is still working. I didn't break it. Yeah, doing my head in. The amount of testing. So I've been doing testing in a Cessna because that's control-y and I'm up. What are we flying here? A real plane, Nomad, a real plane. One that you actually do shit to. How you doing, brother? Dude, I saw you bought me a coffee. Damn. Don't know what's happened. Nomad must have got a bonus. Right, so we're just doing this really simple circuit. Okay. We're going to do this circuit. So we'll turn to about 70, 70 here. So let's turn to 70. So there we go. Oops, wrong one. That's the one. So we'll go to 70. So turn that. And we're going to head back to Aberdeen. There we go. All right. Heading back to Aberdeen. Look at it, man. Listen to that engine sound. Okay, I'm taking over. And then we're heading back to Aberdeen. Oh, it's a bit out of trim, but that's okay. We'll head back to Aberdeen. So the landing rate works as an OBS browser source, as well as in the gamer mode overlay. So if you want a landing rate in the gamer mode overlay, it'll also, you can enable it to turn up in the gamer mode overlay. So let's drop the gear. Let's drop the flaps.
Approaching 1-6.
And I have fixed all the other stuff, Nomad, where it was picking up the airports up at 30,000 feet. I fixed all that. So I haven't heard anything since I fixed that. So I wanted to test it with GA because we're going to fly this low. And I wanted to test with GA just to make sure that the RAS behaves. You know? I know it works perfectly well up at altitude. But yeah. Right, so now we're going to be testing two things. Oh, sorry, we're going to be testing the landing rate. So we'll get something in the browser. Oh, sorry, something on the stream and something in the chat. So I just want, so the StreamFlight will now talk to the bots. I mean, it always talked to the bots. When will the RAS release happen? Soon. This month. Was it 23rd? Yeah, this month, I think. Right. I don't care what my landing rate here is. Wow, it's really whoa, seriously? Oh, that was you. I thought, what the hell? I haven't even landed yet and it went off early. Oh, look at that. Oh shit. There we go. Nice. Okay. There we go.
1,000 meters
All right.
remaining.
So you saw the logo, the thing come up on the screen. Oh, I'm all over the place here. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Caution, short runway.
Yes,
short
I
runway.
know. I know. Let's go.
500 meters remaining.
Shit. Come on. We can go.
300 meters remaining.
Okay, let's head to Edinburgh. Okay, flaps up. Gear up. And let's go. We're heading to Edinburgh. Okay, so that we know is working. Right, so let's go and engage everything. Engage. There we are. We're okay. What determines butter? So I have thresholds from this to this, from this to this, from this to this. So you have actually, so for streamers, I've actually given a possibility that they can test stuff. So look, here, there's a good landing. Okay. There's a butter landing. Oh yeah, and it sees my Twitch username and refuses to give me anything above a butter. No, I'm just kidding. So butter, firm landing, okay, a hard landing, and then we've got shot down. Shot down is the ultimate worst, okay? There we are, and we can engage. There we go. Oh, hi, Scotsman, thank you. Oh shit, I'm going the wrong way, ain't I? I want to go, right, let's go. I'm not going out to sea. We're not going to an oil rig. But let's just go this way. And there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Doesn't that sound awesome? Is 2,000 safe? 2,000? No, I got to be 2,500. There is a mountain that comes up. 2,000. I mean, a hill. There's the coast. So we're now heading towards Edinburgh. So we're going to get to Edinburgh. We're going to do a landing. I want to check that the approaching works. The landing rate works. We won't switch off the engine. We'll taxi off and then come back to the runway and then take off again. I tell you, man, StreamFlight is becoming It's becoming quite a sweet. I'm changing the whole tagline as well. It used to be called, so it was your OBS streaming companion. I don't think it's that anymore. I don't think it's that anymore. So I'm changing the tagline, and you will see the new tagline in the coming days. Because this is very much a tool for non-streamers as well, equally as well. So non-streamers, streamers, pretty much equal. Butter for your biryani. Oh, that's a nice one. Although we don't put butter in biryani, my friend. Not us brown people, anyway. Oh dear. Yeah, see, I don't know what a butter chicken is. We don't use butter in anything. We use ghee. Yeah. I don't know what a butter chicken is. I've never had one. No, it's not. All of the lactose and the milk solids and all of that have been burnt, have been removed. And that's why we get, you know, clarified ghee. Right, let's introduce our heading. Let's follow that magenta down to Edinburgh. Marmuzan. I feel I've heard of him before. Why? You know what I'm going to start cooking with is I'm going to start cooking with beef tallow. That's what I'm going to start cooking with. I'll go to my butcher and pick up some trimmings, and I'm going to make beef tallow. They say that's extremely healthy. Okay, the rolling hills of Scotland. Yeah. Tallow is supposed to be very, very good. And I like beef, so, and I never cut the fat off my steak. I consume it all. I just love it. I don't know why people cut the fat off the steak. It's wrong. You use it as a skin moisturizer? Don't you wonder why all the dogs are following you? Hey? And I'm not just referring to, yeah, okay, I'm not going to say that. I was friendly. I was going to say I'm not only referring to the four-legged ones, but I'm not going to say that. Oh dear. Oh, I better, it's getting cold, so let's go to the cabin and increase our carb. There we are. Whoops. $21 degrees. There we go. Mate, I moved on ages ago. Oh dear. Let's hear the engine. Oh! Isn't that gorgeous sound? That is a gorgeous sound, mate. Gorgeous sound. Oh, my cowl flaps. Let's close my cowl flaps. We don't need those open. There we are. So while I'm still in a development mood, are there any other suggestions, any features that people want? I know there's still the departures board. There's still the departures board, which I'm still working on. That will, I don't know if I want it as an overlay. I just think there's just so much going on the overlays, but maybe I will do it as an overlay and then it's your decision. But the departures board would also be visible in one of the tabs if you wanted to see it. Yeah, so the departure board is happening. Don't worry. The departures board is happening. Yep. And then I'll just do a toggle. If you want it as a browser source, I'll give you that option. And then it's up to you. I just think there's so much going on the screen at the moment. So, yeah, a lot of it is, you know, users' discretion, I think. And, you know, I've had this conversation already. STREAMFLIGHT is heading towards a payware model. I don't know what kind of model, but it will be heading on to a payware model once these new features are all ready. It's not an expensive payware model, but yeah, I think it definitely is of the quality where it definitely needs to be in that space now, considering, you know, a lot of people are using on their stream and they go, I don't stream without it. I go, okay. All right, good to know. Leave a review. Don't be an arsehole. People don't even do that. The amount of people that want me to release my overlay, the one I'm using with all the animation, I'll gladly sell it. In fact, I have sold it, or different versions of it, £100 a pop. If you buy artwork off of a creator or a designer, you're paying that eyes closed. So yeah, I know it's my hobby, but you know, why not? Right, so where are we? Oh, we're right there. We're passing Dundee. Dundee, the place of cake. Who's had Dundee cake? I have. When I was a child, I remember Dundee cake. Time is money. Yes, it is. Made with haggis? No, Dundee cake. Don't you remember? Oh man, you're from Lancaster. Of course you know Dundee cake. I loved it. There, Dundee cake. That is Dundee cake. That is Dundee cake. Dundee cake in a tin. In a tin. Okay, retro. Which one do I remember? That one. I remember. Oh, that's the one I remember. Dundee Cape, man. It's really nice. It is really nice. Okay. So, what are we landing? We're going to land on... we'll land on 2-4. Yeah, it's a crosswind anyway. So, we'll land on 2-4. So, let's have a look. We'll go over St. Andrews. Let's do that. Let's go over St. Andrews. There we are. Pyro Blaster. Hello. Hi, how are you? We're just on our way to first stop at Edinburgh. Oh, it just sounds gorgeous. I think I need to turn that volume up. There we go. Ready? So nice. Do you eat spotted dick?
That's what she said.
Oh dear. Oh fuck. Right, we're heading over the water here. Are you used to? Oh dear. There we go. You got to run for a little bit, you'll be back. All right, Bourne. I'll see you in a bit. I'll see you in a bit. Right, we're going to head towards Edinburgh over there. Why am I going so quick? Let's bring that throttle now down to 2200. There we are. We're good. Okay, if your single swarm of bees engine fails, can you glide to land from here? Probably. Not in an airport, but probably. Where's it gone? Right. Oh, you know what? I need to turn. Right, let's go 240. A little bit over 240. There we go. And we're heading towards Edinburgh. So we'll go to Edinburgh, then we're flying to Birmingham. CI24. Where's CI24? Let's have a look. CI24. Oh. Two, 1, 5.
Approaching 2, 3.
Okay, so this is expected. So let me have a look at what 2-3 was. So I'm 2,500 feet. And I think that is my altitude filter. So let me have a look. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's what I wanted to test. That's good. Do you know what a cook sister is? No? Isn't that like a... I don't know. What's a cook sister? Is that a sister with the surname Cook? It's a South African food. No, I have no idea what that is. Oh, you mean those, the donuts, right? I can see that, yeah. It's the donuts. Yeah, I've had them before, but I did not know that's what they were called. I think I found that they were quite similar to a jalebi. You know the jalebi, the jalebi. I mean a bit more food coloring, jalebi. Like that. Also, way too much sugar. Very similar taste. I think that's probably where they came from. Okay, so we are heading towards Charlie India 24, hopefully. Looks absolutely beautiful, this aircraft. So we are heading towards, if I see that there, that's where we are. We're going to head towards that, and then I can catch the entry to 2-4. Joshua, hello. Sorry, Joshua. How you doing? Claire Scott, hello. How are you? We're just doing a test flight today, testing some of the features in the software that I've developed, and yeah. Let's put on the floodlight here. There we go. All right. Is my day good? If this works, then yeah. If my software works, then yeah, definitely. So that's where we're heading, and then we're going to go down 2-4 into Edinburgh. That's the little island we were aiming for. That's nice. Edinburgh is over there. Yeah, I have. It's already done. I'm waiting for Pebble to come back to me and tell me to install it. He hasn't come back to me to install it. I mean, he's paid for it and everything, and yeah, I told him, just contact me, man, and we'll install it. Do I like Pokemon? Do I look like I like Pokemon? No, I couldn't. I mean, no. No, I got someone in YouTube asking me if I like Pokemon. I'm the wrong age group for Pokemon, unfortunately. But you're gonna sub. Thank you so much, Claire. Okay, so let's turn 240. Now. Not yet. There we go. Right, so it is over there somewhere, Edinburgh. Where are you? There it is. Okay, so we're going to head to Edinburgh. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube, Captain Rex. Hello, Captain. I hope you're well. We're just testing some of the new features in my software called STREAMFLIGHT. RAS right now. So let me just check. Am I lined up? Oh, no. Okay, let's go. Right, I have control. Oh, and on YouTube. Oh, on Twitch as well, Captain Rex. Hello. Hello, mate. So I'm testing some new features in my software STREAMFLIGHT. Right now we'll be testing RAS. I've implemented RAS into STREAMFLIGHT and landing rates, and so we're just testing all of that. This is probably, yeah, this is the first stream where I'm testing it to make sure it all works. So we've got Edinburgh right ahead of us, so we're going to land in Edinburgh. Right, let's drop the music. There we go. Okay, there is Edinburgh. So we're just going to take off, leave the runway, and then go back onto 2.4 and take off again. All right. And then we'll take off and head towards Birmingham. Or Brum. Yeah, so far so good. Fingers crossed. It's definitely yeah. I've seen one little bug which I will squash. I've got a log file running in the back, so it's actually monitoring everything on this flight. And I've got so many data collection points within StreamFlight. It tells me everything that's going on. And so it just makes my life easier when I have to, you know, squash those bugs, you know? Clear. Bye-bye. So, let's see.
Approaching 2.4.
Okay, so that's working. So it's picked up runway 2.4, told me it's approaching, so that's good. Did you hear that, by the way? I just want to make sure. Did everyone hear the approaching 2.4 call out? Right, drop. Okay, good. And flaps. Let's go flaps full. And now we will get a landing rate. And it will publish on the screen as well as in chat. And I'll try. Let me do a... Well, I'll just see what landing rate we get. And we'll leave the runway halfway and then head back onto the runway. Whoa, better land on the runway though, eh? Yeah, way low. Yeah, I know. I'm just I'm doing some testing at the moment. So I'm not too concerned about the actual landing or the style of it. Right, so the idea here, so let's see. So here's the landing rate, okay? I just want to I don't care what the landing rate is as long as it gets registered. Here we go. So let's drop this down. Here we go. There we are. Okay. Oh, that's a butter. There we go.
1,000 meters remaining.
Okay, so we got the landing rate there. All right. So we got the pop-up. We got the message in chat. Okay, let's leave the runway. Okay, so that's good. Let's leave the runway and head back to the top of 2.4. And then we'll take off again and head to Birmingham.
One 1,000 meters remaining.
So we'll just come off of here. And then we'll head back to 2-4. And then take off and continue to Birmingham. Okay. So let's head to Birmingham now. So we'll get back onto 2-4. And I'm glad it was also putting the chat announcement in YouTube as well. So that's quite nice. You can't test YouTube, or you can't test anything for YouTube unless you're live, unlike Twitch. And we'll do a 0 flap landing, flap takeoff. Let's just make sure we're getting all the announcements. I think one thing I'm going to do is for the landing rate pop-up that comes in the gamer mode overlay, I'm going to give some little cursor arrows so you can move it left, right, up and down, because maybe you don't want it. Currently it just pops up in the center. We don't want that.
2, 4.
Okay, that's good.
On runway 2, 4.
Okay, let's go. No flaps. Let's hear the announcements. We'll get right to the end of the runway. We'll wait for the caution, and then we'll punch it. So we're just a nice slow taxi. Let's wait for the countdown.
2,000 meters remaining.
Okay, that's fine. Let's go to 1,000, and then we'll get the caution. It wants to take off, but we're not letting it.
Meters remaining.
That's okay.
Caution, short runway, short runway.
Okay, flap 1 and punch it.
Five 100 meters remaining.
There we go. Perfect. Okay. And let's go and we'll go there. Okay. Let's head to Brum. Okay, I want to go sort of south, really. Let's go 165, 165, 170, 160. There we are, heading down to Birmingham. Probably want to put those up. There we go. And we're okay. Okay, on to Birmingham. Oh, we've got a windmill. What do they call them? I've forgotten what they're called. Wind farm. Well, hardly a farm. Wind turbine, that's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. There it is. Look at it, man. This is such a beautiful aircraft. Right, let's just adjust our heading. That should be good enough. Get us onto the right direction. Right, Birmingham, here we come. Right, that's the little mountain there. Where is that? Jeswin, hello. How are you? We have them all over the state of Iowa. Yeah, probably. We've got quite a few here, and then we got some in the sea as well, in the English Channel, the North Sea. Jeswin, how are you? I am testing some new features. I've just integrated RAS, so Runway Awareness Advisory System, and landing rates are now in STREAMFLIGHT. Hank Hamburger, the North Sea, the Beth Sea. Yes, it is. Oh, Charlotte, hello. How are you doing? Yeah, so we've got yeah, so RAS is implemented. We're just testing. This is the sort of first torture test of RAS and the landing rate. So I decided we'll do it in GA. We took it from Aberdeen. We just landed in Edinburgh. We're going to carry on. And we're heading now down to Birmingham. Will I cross the North Sea? No. Are you a Hank Hamburger? Are you like over in the Netherlands or in Belgium? Where are you? In the Netherlands? Doing good, thank you. Had your first hangover yesterday. What do you mean your first hangover? Like, are you that young? The Netherlands, yeah. I like the Netherlands. Oh, no, just not drunk in your lifetime, yeah. It is a lot of work, Jeswin. It is a lot of work. All right, let's have a look. Where am I? There I am. But that's okay. So I'm going to try and stay at 2,000. I want to stay at 2,500 feet because the runway advisory. So let me show you, for those who don't know what STREAMFLIGHT is. So 2,500 altitude. Sorry. So this is STREAMFLIGHT. This is what I have created. Right. For those who are already using STREAMFLIGHT, it has changed. It now is a tabbed architecture. So we have a flight plan tab. We have an overlay tab. We have the camera control tab. We have the RAS tab. Okay. We have the user settings, and then we have like internal use. This is a diagnostic that gives me a lot of information. All right. Everything is quite similar. Okay. A lot of it is similar. You can have the landing rate show up in your gamer mode as well. So if you're not streaming or you don't have OBS, you can have a landing rate as a gamer mode function. So if you click gamer mode and enable this, then the landing rate can show up. I am going to add one more thing, is that I'm going to put like a little Xbox type left, right, up, down sort of control that will allow you to position the landing rate in the gamer mode function. Because right now it's in the center of the screen. Maybe you don't want it in the center of the screen. So that will allow you to move it left, up, down, right, for your own. Yeah, I don't think center is ideal either. So that will come. But the core is already done. The core is done. Okay. I mean, it recognizes 42,000 airports for RAS. 42,000 airports. So yeah. Are we going to make it over the top of this? No, so that's it. I'm just going to give you up, down, sort of like something like this. Like that thing there. You see that little icon there? I'm going to give you something like that. And then you can adjust the XY, up, down, left, right, etc., etc. So that's what I will give. Oh, are we going to make that? Yeah, we're going to make it. We're okay. So yeah, so that's gonna be there. The landing rate also can be implemented as an OBS browser source for streamers, and oh, that's close, isn't it? Why is this on? I want to switch it off. There we go. We don't need that on either. There we go. All right. So we're good. We're good. Look at that. We are good. 2200. I'll go 2200. What would happen if you clicked on that fuel button? Fuel button? Which one? Which one is the fuel button? The fuel pumps? Nothing. They're off anyway. They're off. Once the engine starts, it's sucking the fuel in anyway. They're off. You don't need to have them on. Yeah, so that is a normal fuel flow type thing. You only switch them on to get the engines to start. After that, you switch them off. So you only switch them on to prime the engine, then switch them off, and then start your engine. That's what you do. Or on all GA aircraft, yes. You had your proper TCAS maneuver on VATSIM. Yeah. So yeah. I've had the TCAS a lot. Oh, what's that? My tanks? Payload? 39 gallons. Oh, we got 80 loads of fuel. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I've had it a lot. I've had it a lot. What is your favorite GA plane, Hank? The Diamond. Ah. I like this. I like the Baron. For GA, I like the Cessna 414. That's also a nice one. I like the Cessna 172. All right, you're gonna have your dinner. Okay, good. So that's where we are right now. That's where we are. Right there. We're heading down to Birmingham. You have some paratas and some curry. Nice. Oh yeah, it has a bubble cockpit, right? So you don't have the quarter panels there. Yeah, we like parata. Claire Scott, welcome back. It's one of the planes you trust yourself with on VATSIM. Yeah, that's always, yeah. The Dane Stain. Hello. How you doing? Hi. How you doing, sir? Even did a mid-runway turn and landing with it. Yeah. GA, you can fly like you stole it. So we're heading to Birmingham over the lovely Scottish. We're in Scotland still. Or have we just passed the border? No, we're still in Scotland. Are we? Ah, we're just about to pass over into the UK. How you doing? I hope you're well. Hi. You're a bit sick, but it's all right. Yeah, man. Walk it off. Walk it off. Have some chicken soup. That's what you want. Chicken soup. All good, mate. All good. Just testing some new features on STREAMFLIGHT. STREAMFLIGHT is a piece of software that I developed for flight simmers. That's it there. You can check it out. And when am I landing? So we're heading towards Birmingham at the moment, Oscar. We're about, oh, I don't know, 200 or 180 miles away from Birmingham. We took off from Aberdeen, we landed in Edinburgh, then we took off again. We're heading to Birmingham. We're going to land in Birmingham, then we're going to take off, and then we're going to head to Bristol. And then Bristol's the final airport. So I'm testing some new software features within STREAMFLIGHT, which is a software that I developed. You can get it there. So you can check it out there. And yeah, it's a software that's been around since last year. You'll see a lot of people using it for the overlay at the top of my screen. So people can get telemetry to create an overlay for the top of the screen, and it's just got bigger and bigger. It originally started as an overlay tool, and it's just got more and more features. And you'll see many people who have overlays on the top of their screen are using STREAMFLIGHT to power it. So you can create your own custom overlay, or it comes with 5 default overlays. But the power behind those overlays comes from STREAMFLIGHT. So I've added the RAS, so runway awareness advisory system, and I've now added landing rates because people want landing rates because they use another application for landing rates and they'd rather not open another application. So I'm bringing them all into a single application that does many things. Yeah. Do I fly on VATSIM? Yes, I only fly on VATSIM. But for this testing, I decided I'm not doing VATSIM. I'd rather just take it easy off of VATSIM so I can do some proper testing. I've got a log file running in the background that's recording this entire flight. And if there are any bugs, I can find the bugs in the log file and fix the software. So that's the whole purpose of this flight. I've already noticed one possible bug, but I'll have a look and see what caused it. Maybe it was not a bug, maybe it's just one of those things. But we'll see, we'll see. No, not at all. The log file only monitors what STREAMFLIGHT is doing. So it's seeing what STREAMFLIGHT is sending to my stream, or what it's sending to the flight simulator, and are the triggers that I ask for from the flight sim, are they being received properly? Yeah, things like that. So that's what it's doing. Is STREAMFLIGHT I have a question. What is VATSIM? Good question. So VATSIM is an online community of air traffic controllers. All right, air traffic controllers. So like you would fly Microsoft Flight Sim multiplayer and you see everybody, right? You can fly away from that multiplayer system to VATSIM multiplayer. And what that means is that pilots from all over the world, doesn't matter what flight simulator they're on, they can fly in a VATSIM multiplayer area. So for example, you could be at Heathrow. There are pilots and there are air traffic controllers. In order to actually start your flight, you have to get clearance from an air traffic controller. Once you got clearance, you do your flight plan, then you ask. VATSIM doesn't care which simulator. It supports 2020, 24, X-Plane 11, X-Plane 12, P3D, it doesn't matter. So then you ask the air traffic control for pushback. They will tell you pushback is approved. You do pushback, then you ask the controller for taxi. They will tell you taxi is approved and taxi to runway via this. And then when you take off, the tower will get involved. And when you are already in the air, then another controller will take over, etc., etc. Evening. Ian, hello. Hi, how are you? I hope you're well. But you do need to apply. So you need to download software. You need to join VATSIM. You need to take an exam, which is quite easy. And you can, and then you can fly. Ian, I've now implemented runway awareness advisory system. And I've implemented landing rate. So we do now have RAS and landing rate in STREAMFLIGHT. All right. And that is what I'm testing right now. The RAS and the landing rate function. So full on RAS. You don't need another application. And yeah. You might just stick with single player. You're quite new to flight sim and planes in general. Just find an aircraft, practice, know the aircraft, and then go on VATSIM. You can also go on to VATSIM as an observer and just listen to everything that is happening. You can just listen. So you can get used to what people are saying, what they're doing, things like that. Yes, it's all fully integrated into STREAMFLIGHT, correct. The entire function of RAS is in STREAMFLIGHT. No VRAS or anything required. Nothing required. Exactly, Hank. Practice, practice, practice. Yeah, I pretty much fly anything on VATSIM, to be fair. Yeah, I'm pretty much used to it. Yeah, no issue for me, really. You only joined VATSIM 2 weeks ago. Right, okay. Oh, welcome. What happens if you already have RAS supplied or the standalone version by FS to Crew? Disable RAS in my UI. Yeah, people don't. A lot of people do not have FS to Crew and things like that. So, you know, if you don't want to use the RAS in STREAMFLIGHT, disable it. There is a disable toggle. You can disable it. So, no issue. The UI has changed completely. So there's the new UI now. It is tab based. So flight plan tab, the overlay tab, which contains the landing rates and stuff as well, camera control, the RAS, so you can enable or disable RAS there. It also, you know, is now an audio device, so you can set it up in OBS, then the user settings, and then my diagnostic script. Wreck.
Let's go.
Hello, Wreck. Hi, how are you? Thank you for the raid, man. Thank you. Yeah, so there's a diagnostic screen for me. So I can see what's going on, and yeah. So but yeah, you can toggle RAS off. I do not own RAS. I do not own RAS. Now I have RAS. Okay, and yeah, and you know there are a lot of people who do not own RAS. I have one FS to Crew product. I don't use it. I do not use it. The only aircraft I have that supports RAS is the iFly 737 MAX. Yeah, that's the only one. How you doing, Wrecker? So yeah, so the overlays changed, and why I did that is so that I have extra real estate for stuff. So what's coming here? In here, we are putting the departure boards. So when you are on VATSIM and you want to see at your airport what is the departure, we can get all that information. So that's coming as well. So that's where this is going to go. This is our overlay page, and the new addition is the landing rate part there, and then the RAS tab, the camera control, things like that. You use the fly-by-wire. Yeah, the fly-by-wire is not bad. It's not bad at all. I mean, I do not. I haven't flown the fly-by-wire for many, many years. I have Phoenix. You got a raid and run. No worries, Wrecker. Thank you for the raid, mate. Thank you for the raid. Yeah, I had a look at that, man. And it's very difficult to do. It is very difficult to do, Ian. Very difficult to do. It is very difficult because... But let me do another think. Let me do another think. I mean, it's difficult to do without breaking other things, and that's my problem. But let me have a look. I will still have a look. I will still have a look. It is definitely, it's on my list. It's on my list, so don't worry. It is on my list. I am flying from Amsterdam to somewhere. Where should I fly to? Fly from Amsterdam to Edinburgh. Amsterdam to Edinburgh. Amsterdam to Stockholm. Amsterdam to Stockholm. That's nice. I saw Nomad have done something. What did Nomad say? Sorry. You'd be much quicker in a Boeing or even an Airbus. Probably. Brussels to Amsterdam. Quicker by car. It's quicker to drive, mate. You know, drive to the airport, check in an hour, 2 hours before, boarding, taxi to the runway, take off, land, taxi to the runway, wait for your baggage. Quicker to drive, mate. And then you have a car at the other end. Then a huge taxi queue at Amsterdam. Yeah, probably. Right, we're passing the Lake District in Kendal. We're following the M6. Are we? Are we following the M6? Where's the M6? There's the M6. There we are. There's the M6. Yeah, I've been up this part. It's a lovely part of the world, it is. Up by Kendal. It is a nice part of the world. I don't know if you know Amsterdam, but yeah, there's a runway which is really far. Right on the other end, right? So Amsterdam, so Eham. Yeah, I've flown it in the sim a lot. So Eham. So that one there. So that one there at Spotter's Dick. No, what? Spotter's Plex, sorry. Spotting place, Polderbahn. That runway is so far away. What aircraft is this? Is it Payware? Yes, it is. It is the Black Square Bonanza. The Black Square Bonanza Professional, I think it's called. Yeah. Oh, it's a brilliant aircraft. It is a beautiful aircraft. Am I hitting a mountain? Hold on a sec. No. It's a beautiful aircraft. Absolutely love it. Well, yeah, that's what Hank was saying. 20-minute taxi. Yeah, so the black square aircraft, I mean, out of the box, they're always very, very good. They're always very good. What do you use to do your flight plans and stuff? Okay, so I use SimBrief and I use Little Nav Map. So I use I'll show you. So that is Little Nav Map, okay? Little Nav Map. So that is Little Nav Map. The link is in the chat. Okay? And I can do all my plans in here. I can also pull in from SimBrief using Little Nav Map. Then I use so I create with SimBrief first. So this is SimBrief. Okay. Then I use Little Nav Map. And then I also, for the charts, I use the free charts that come with Microsoft 2024. So let's say I want Birmingham. Okay. I go here, I zoom in, I find Birmingham. Okay. I'm going to approach on 1.5. And there's all the charts. So they come free with 2024. Yeah, if you own 2024, they come free. I have Navigraph, but only the AIRAC cycles. I do not have Navigraph charts. I don't need to. I only subscribe to the AIRAC data cycles. That's it. 30 euros a year, and that's it. That's all I use, and that's it, pretty much. How to only sub? Okay, so you have to wait till you're, so if you are subscribing to the Navigraph charts, then you can't do it. You have to wait for your subscription to expire. So don't let it auto renew. Do not let it auto renew. Let it expire. Then go into your account. Then it gives you the option for AIRAC only. Yeah, if you are still in a subscription and your subscription is still valid, you can't see that option. They've hidden it. So you wait for your subscription to expire. Then you can see this one. Then you subscribe to it. And that's it. That's what I've done. And I've subscribed for the last, I don't know, 4 years, 3 years, just to the AIRACs. I had charts once for 1 year. I never bothered it again. So you could sub for a month and then only AIRACs. Yes. Well, are you subscribed to Navigraph right now? Do you have Navigraph right now? I don't subscribe for a month. I do for the year. No, not at all. I've never come across it. I've never had that happen to me. Okay, you use ChartFox. So if you create a Navigraph account, you probably will see the AIRAC cycle available to you. I've never come across a missing chart in this one. Never. Because this is from Lufthansa. It's from Lufthansa Systems. So If it's missing here, it's missing for Lufthansa. Yeah, so I don't understand how it could be. Yeah, Lufthansa and Microsoft have done a partnership. Yeah, I've used ChartFox. I wasn't too happy. I mean, I wasn't. Yeah, it doesn't. If you have 2024 and you get these charts for free, why do I need anything else? I don't need anything else. I've never had an issue. So we're almost, yeah, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. We're heading towards, we're coming up to Manchester. Oh, let me just check my fuel. Oh, we're on fumes on that one. I should have switched over. Sorry. Let's switch over to the right. There we go. Moving over to the right. I've no idea. I hardly fly Lufthansa, so I've never had an issue. I've never had an issue. And it's free. I don't care. You know, if there's an issue, I don't need the charts because little nav map, and again, I'll show you, little nav map has everything here. So all of the stars and the SIDs are available. I can even go here, zoom in, okay, go to Birmingham, okay, show procedures for Birmingham. It all changes, okay. I can then go like that and I can say where is it? Is it here? Ah, yeah, preview all procedures. There we go. All the procedures are there for Birmingham. There we are. So I can see all of that. All the procedures that relate to Birmingham. Yeah, simple. Look at that. And then I can switch them off. Is this tool PC only? Yes, it's PC only. I'm flying on PC. What's your favorite airline? You're probably KLM. Yeah, mine, I don't have any favorite airline. I have favorite airlines like Emirates and Thai, Qatar, you know, American Airlines, Southwest. I like to fly Boeings. I like to fly Boeings typically. I'm not an Airbus fan. So we're going to be landing on runway 15 today in Birmingham. Right, I'm going to go and get a drink, okay? I'm going to go and get a drink. I shall return momentarily. All right. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. This is such a splendid aircraft to fly, this is. It is so nice. So there's Manchester, 113.55. Let's just pop that in there. 113, 113.55. Enter. Switch it. There we are. So we are 18 nautical miles from Manchester. Clear is back again. Ooh. Who's that? Alejandro. Alejandro. Why am I not getting that on my... Why don't I get... So I've only got the vertical up. Why am I not getting the chat for this one? NQFW. NQFW. Okay. So how does that work? There, copy. How do I add? No, cancel. Let's try this. Huh. Interesting. What? Hold on. The Dane. What happened? Yo, do you know the A320neo well? Yeah, sure. because I can't get my autopilot to work. Right, let me just restart. That, okay. And let's see. Wait. No. Let me try something again. Hold on. Let's see. There we go. That's working now. Can someone in YouTube just send a message? It keeps turning left. I was saying autopilot keeps turning left when I set the direction to right. What do you mean? How are you setting the direction to right? Like the head, the degrees, but have you selected heading? You got to select the heading. You got to press the heading button. Okay. Not sure. Can't remember. Without looking at your cockpit. Without looking at the cockpit, it's very difficult. I'm flying on 140 or so, and I put it to 145, but it turns towards the completely other way. Huh. Not sure. Right, so we're just approaching Manchester. We're heading to Birmingham, so we'll do a landing at Birmingham, check that the RAS is working and the landing rate is working. And then we will just leave the runway, get back onto the runway, and then take off and head towards Bristol. That'll be the final leg, and then that should give me a really good log file that I can go through to see. So far I've only seen one bug, and I don't even think it's a bug, but I will check it. And then the next thing is to set up the landing rate overlay for gamer mode, to have an up, down, left, right little icon here that you can adjust the landing rate indicator in gaming mode and position it to wherever you want on your screen. Right now the default is in the center of the screen. It's not ideal, so yeah, I'm going to have that adjustable. So yeah, all coming together. I'm never going to use a landing speed indicator because I can't land smoothly. Yeah, I'm not a, I mean, I honestly, I can't be bothered with landing rate indicators, to be honest, but the community wanted it. They wanted me to add it, so I've added it. And it also talks to the Twitch chat, so that's a bit of extra functionality. 500 is not bad. Practice, practice, practice. But GA is quite rough, yeah. And this is a really good torture test for the application as well. Flying at this altitude gives me a lot of information. I just want to test this chat. Yeah, that works. Good. Good. And let me test the other one. Yep, good. All right. Yeah, there's some very nice VATSIM controllers out there. There are some that are not, but there are some very nice VATSIM controllers. Did you ever have to go around due to controllers? Yes, many times. Sometimes they forget that you're even there. So these days, normally, so that was in the beginning. That was in the beginning. Now I just contact the controller and say, dude, you know, I need to be at a certain altitude. They go, oh, sorry. You know, and then they give me then they vector me. Now I don't wait for the controller at all. If he's not doing his job properly, you need to interject, you know? Had to do a go around in my A320 because they allowed a takeoff on the runway crossing with my... Yeah, okay. That's an inexperienced controller. We're on the right-hand fuel tank, right? Yeah, we're good. So we've passed Manchester. We're quite close to Birmingham now. Let me just do the Birmingham VOR. 11365. 11365. 11365. There we are. So 40 nautical miles to Birmingham. Connor, dude, thank you for the subscription, Connor. Thank you so much. How you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Thank you so much. Thank you for the sub. We're doing a bit of a torture test today on StreamFlight. Some new functions, some new features. So, namely, the Runway Awareness Advisory System, or short is RAS, and the landing rate. People wanted landing rate, so we've got landing rate now. And so this is the first live stream. I'm testing those features on this live stream. And I'm purposely flying GA today. I'm purposely at 2,500 feet. Because it tells me, it gives me a lot of information for my log file. And that's why. So we took off from Aberdeen. We did a quick circuit, landed back in Aberdeen, then took off again, headed to Edinburgh, dropped in Edinburgh. Now we're on our way to Birmingham. We'll do a quick, we'll do a landing and we'll leave the runway, then take off again and head to Bristol. Mark, hello, mate. Hello again. How you doing? And for those who do want to meet up with me, I'm going to be at the FS Expo UK later on in October. Hello, Mark. How you doing? I said hello. I'm going to be at the FS Expo UK in October. I'm going to be the guy wearing the StreamFlight polo shirt. Fly Guy Tampa, hello mate, how you doing? I hope you're well. I'm the best streamer ever, am I? Mark 120, am I? I don't think so. I am, you know, I'm a humble streamer. How you doing, Fly Guy? I hope you're well. This is a development stream, if you like. New features, StreamFlight 2.4.0. and I'm just torturing the software at the moment to make sure it's all working. You love that I answer the comments. Oh, why not? Why not? Very wet. Where? In Tampa? Is it? Let's have a look. What's the weather in Tampa? We got a lovely day today. It's a lovely day here in the UK. Oh, yeah. Wow, look at Tampa today. That's Tampa. Look at that. Nice. Hey, all your lawns are going to get a good, nice soaking. Mate, Connor, we could do with this in the UK. I tell you, just for a day. I tell you, my lawn is completely brown. I mean, I'm starting to see a bit of color coming back, but my lawn is, yeah, it's seen better days. How long have I been flying? Man, I mean, I've been flying simulators since like the first version of Microsoft Flight Sim. And I used to fly gliders in real life as well, and single engine piston aircraft like the Cessna. A long time ago. Lawn? What lawn? Exactly, man. I'm thinking about ripping it up and starting again. So when it rains like that in Tampa, do the alligators come out? And do the snakes come out? So I used to live in Thailand. And in Thailand, it used to rain a lot during the monsoon seasons. And you had to be worried about snakes. You know, the snakes leave their burrows and they come up to the surface. And especially in a flooded area, you could see a snake, you know, swimming in the water. Yeah. Best business landscaping, 100%. I was in the US last year, and everyone's lawns are just stunning. That Kentucky bluegrass that you've got, it's a very strong grass. Very strong grass. Right, 20 nautical miles from Birmingham. So we're going to be landing in Birmingham very soon. Let's see, runway 15. There we are. Our grass in the UK, patch of weeds. Yeah, man. I mean, there's plants that grow in my lawn that I've never even seen before. You know, I've got to pull out the old phone and Google it and say, what the hell is this? Right, is that Birmingham there? Hold on. Can't see it yet. Your goal is to become a pilot. Yeah, why not? Why not, Mark? Go for it. You know, you do need good, academics. You know, you do need that. But I mean, to fly and that, you don't need that if you join a club. But to join an airline, for some reason, they require you have bloody O-levels in...
1-5.
Where am I approaching 1-5? So this is the thing. Okay, so that's the kind of bug I'm looking for. That is perfect. So I've got a good log file for that. And that's why I'm flying at 2,500 feet. My goal is early retirement, 5-year plan. Yeah, why not? So there is an airport there. Okay. Here we go. Do I have the A220? No, I do not have that. Okay, we're going. Let's go to Birmingham. Okay, let's bring back the throttle. And let's turn down the music. There we are. Bring back the throttle. I have control. I have control. Okay. So we're over the top of Sutton Coldfield, and Birmingham is that way. Charlie, hello. So we should get some RAS announcements. Okay, here we go. Turn towards Birmingham Airport. Where is it? Right, let's slow right down. Drop the gear. Flaps. There's runway 15. There we are, straight ahead. So let's see, let's hope we get the RAS announcements. So Charlie, hello. Testing some new features in STREAMFLIGHT 2.4.0, which is not released yet. We've added the RAS system, so the Runway Awareness Advisory System, and we've added landing rates as well, which I'm not a fan of, but apparently the community likes it. So here we go. So we're flying runway. Tampa Aero Airport is less than 1/4 of a mile from your house. Oh, nice. What are the rarest aircraft you've seen go in there? So we should get an announcement as we approach the runway. We'll get closer to the airport. Looking good, eh? There we go. Skyflyer Aviation, hello. How are you? Just approaching Birmingham. Testing the new feature in STREAMFLIGHT. The RAS system, Runway Advisory Awareness System. or a runway awareness advisory system, and the landing rate, the new landing rate feature within StreamFlight, which is a software that I developed. And yeah, hopefully it'll work. Let's see. Why is it not working? Diagnostic. It's not picked up the airport yet. Interesting. So this is the kind of information I'm looking for.
Approaching.
Okay.
1-5.
Here we are, approaching 1-5. Let's try and butter this, shall we? Ooh, there we go. Here we are. That's all right. So we get the chat. We get the chat.
2,000 meters remaining.
And we get the announcements. And we get the pop-up for the landing rate as well. You like my overlay? Yeah, so I've created this software called StreamFlight, in case you're wondering. And that is all done. That's all powered by StreamFlight. So you can go to flightsim.to and search for StreamFlight. Hold on. Can someone put exclamation StreamFlight in the chat? Exclamation StreamFlight. There we go. So you can get this software and it will give you 5 default overlays. The one I have, the one you see, is custom. I've custom made that just for my stream. So unfortunately, yeah, that's not available. But you know, the overlay is powered by StreamFlight. And okay, so we've left runway 15. We're gonna carry on. We're gonna go back to runway. So we're off the runway now. We're gonna carry on, and we'll do a long takeoff. Okay, we'll do a long takeoff so we can hear the runway countdown. So there we go. So we're going to, so this is Birmingham Airport. And we're going to go and enter runway 15 again. And then we'll do a long takeoff, get all of the announcements, and then we'll head on down to Bristol. All right. So that's the plan. Whoa. And so far, so good. So far, so good. We've got 2 bugs, or I don't know what they are, but we'll see. I think I know how to fix it, but I'll check the log file to see why it happened. So we're heading back to runway 15 to do the takeoff again. All right. And let's take off again. So 15, coming up to 15.
Approaching 1-5.
There we go.
On runway 15.
Okay, so let's go.
3,000 meters remaining.
So we'll do a short. We're going to slow. We're going to be slow. I'll punch it later. So let's just get the countdowns. I want to make sure they're all working. This is a 3,000 plus meter runway. Woo. Here we are. Here we are. Let's just keep it going.
2,000 meters remaining.
And then I'll punch it. Wants to take off, but we'll punch it.
Caution, short runway, short runway.
1,000 meters remaining.
Okay, let's go. Bristol. Let's go to Bristol.
500 meters remaining.
There we go. We're up. Landing gear can go up. And there we are. We're good. So that was all good. That was all good. All right, let's arm and we sort out our heading. There we are, and let's go. There we go. So there you've got runway remaining warnings, caution, short runway warnings, approaching the runway, on runway. So all very good. Nice, it works. And you got, as you are coming in for the landing, it will remind you that what the runway you are heading towards as well. So yeah, it's all good. It's working. Right, so let's turn right. Heading towards Bristol. There we go. There we go. Let's go to Bristol. There we go. Lovely. So yeah, we're staying purposely at 2,500 feet today throughout this whole flight, just to get as much information in the log file for STREAMFLIGHT so I can go through it and see where it may have failed. I think we will come in on runway 27 at Bristol. No, 06. Oh, sorry, 09. We'll go 09. So let's head up towards Brecon Beacon. 11745. So 11745. 11745 is Brecon Beacon. We're going to head towards that. So Brecon, 237. So let's go 237. Go 240. There we are. So we're heading to Brecon, 60 nautical miles away. Brecon is in Wales, in the country of Wales, just in case anyone didn't know. $2,500. Okay, we can slow down to 2,200 on the RPM there, on the manifold pressure. Our torque is good. We're okay. Versatile little plane this is. I haven't flown the Comanche in a long while. I haven't flown that. I need to update it. I haven't even been keeping up with the updates. Oh, why is the sim frozen? Don't be silly. Okay. That's the first time that happened. Let's go. I landed my A320neo. What did he get? I wonder if that's Brecon in front of us right there. 341. That's great. That's great. That would be a firm landing. 341. So this is the final leg of the flight. And those who are still not using STREAMFLIGHT, here's the link to STREAMFLIGHT. There you go. Go check it out. Read the description. It's for both streamers and non-streamers. It is a flight companion. It does overlays. It does landing rates. It does overlays. It does cameras. So right now I'm using chase plane. Okay, let me switch off chase plane. I'll switch off chase plane. Preferences, chase plane. Okay, I'll switch off chase plane. So those who do not own chase plane, but like the whole camera view on the outside and things like that, they can come into STREAMFLIGHT, go to the camera controls, and you can start an orbit. There you go. We can orbit the aircraft. We can zoom into the, whoops, there we go. We can zoom into the aircraft. We can bring that there, and it's orbiting around the camera, orbiting around the aircraft. Okay, so that's one camera control. The other camera control is the flyby. So I can go flyby, and here's the aircraft. Yeah, so you can have a set of camera controls. Chase plane is far better. All right, and I own chase plane. I use chase plane, but those people who are just starting out and don't have all the add-ons, this is not a bad camera tool. Okay. So yeah, you can bring it real far away, bring it real close. You can increase the speed by using the sliders here. So these sliders control everything. Okay. And yeah, it works. It's great. You can stop it and it will return back to the cockpit. I do have chase plane, so I'm going to disable, and I'm just going to bring chase plane back. There you go. And that's it. Chase plane is back. There we are. Lovely. All right, music. Did I hear what happened to American Airlines? No. No? What happened? American Airlines. Or is that Alcoholics Anonymous? American Airlines. What happened? A laptop catches fire. Wow. A laptop catches fire on American Airlines. To be honest, I'm surprised not many more laptops haven't caught fire. You'll get there, Dane, you'll get there. It's all about practice, mate. Practice. Oh, wait till you get on VATSIM. The immersion is incredible. It's so nice. When you're flying over Europe or things like that, VATSIM controllers are all the conversations that are going on. Yeah, know your plane. That's the first rule of VATSIM. Know your plane. What's my favorite airline livery? I guess it would have to be Thai Airways. Thai Airways or Emirates, Qatar. I do like flying Thai Airways. What's yours? SAS. Scandinavian. Right, we're heading towards Brecon, and then we will turn slightly towards Cardiff. SAS is a solid choice. Can't make it. They can't make it up. I mean, I can't. SAS. I don't know if it's Swedish or Danish. Is Sweden own Denmark, or does Denmark own Sweden? I'm not sure. I used to go to Denmark. I used to get I used to go to Denmark quite a bit. I had an office in Aalborg. So yeah, used to go there quite a lot. I used to work with a lot of Danish people when I lived in Thailand. There's a lot of Danes in Thailand. Yeah, but Norway have their own, right? Norwegian. All right. So Brecon is 26 nautical miles, and then we'll do a little left turn, head down towards Cardiff, and then peel off from Cardiff into Bristol. Runway 09 is what the wind is telling me. Do I play on a sim setup or just a controller, keyboard, mouse? I have a full sim setup. I have throttles, a throttle, rudder pedals, joystick. I need to just turn a little bit. Head into that VOR. Here we are. Bang on. There we are. So Brecon is that direction there. So this is all Wales. Wales is such a beautiful part of the UK. Right, we might pick up Cardiff here. We might get an announcement. If we do, then yeah, I definitely need to fix that. No worries. Okay. So there's Brecon Beacon. Nine nautical miles to Brecon. And I probably want to turn about 200 to 200 degrees heading towards Cardiff, and then I will peel off. I'll take control, fly over the Bristol estuary. Is that what it's called? The Bristol Channel, sorry. And then land on 09. So 200 meters, 200 degrees, they're thereabouts, 195 maybe. Six nautical miles. Okay, 2 miles, and then we turn left. $180, $190. That's where I want to be. Okay, 190. Let's go. Heading to Cardiff. Do I have anything there? Let me see. Uh, 110.7. Let's see if I can pick that up. 110.7. Yep, got it. So there we are, 16 nautical miles from Cardiff. And then I'll put 115 110.15. 110.15. Enter. All right, let's see. So there's Cardiff in front of us. We're going to peel left and head towards Bristol. Landing on runway 09 today. Perfect headwind. Right. So if I look at that, we're going to go 09. So it is east. There. There we go. So we know when to turn. That's coming in. That's Bristol. Right, let's go. Turning towards Bristol. Here we are. Coming up. There's Bristol. Come on. Wait, let's bring it back. Okay, Bristol's over there. We're over the top of Cardiff. Where's Cardiff? There's Cardiff. All right, Bristol's coming in. Come on. Whoa, where did this come from? Where are you, Bristol? Okay. Spinsy, hello. Where are you, Bristol? You're over here somewhere. One 110.15. 110.15. Yeah. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. All right, let's turn this down, the music. There we go, and let's do this. Okay, we are 11 miles out from Bristol, and we are picking up the glide. It's coming in. There we are. We're okay. What is the runway heading exactly? 86. Okay. There we are. There's the runway. I can see it now. Right there. 09. Let's do this. There's Western Supermare below us. There's the runway. Okay, I have control. Four miles out. Wow, I'm really getting blown around here though. Right, let's drop the gear.
0, 9.
Perfect. Right, let's drop the gear. And flaps. Slow us right down. Just overlay. Let's go there. Whoa, let me do this now. There we go. Here we go. Looking good. 131. All right. Why didn't I get the yeah, Microsoft Flight Sim? Yes,
meters remaining.
that is correct. Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I didn't get the Twitch chat for that. So that's one bug I need to figure out. There we go. So there we go. We'll just park it here. And then that's it. That's the final leg. I got a nice log file. And yeah, it should be good. Few bugs to squash in the software, but we're okay. We're okay. Here we go. Lovely. All right. So we can shut down lights. There we go. That can all go off. We can kill the prop. There we are. And kill there. Luke, hello. Hi. How are you? And we are good. All right. That's all good. We can switch off the alternators. Master avionics can go off. And we can switch that off. There we are. Batteries off. I am good. I am good. I'm actually just testing a bit of software. That's why this flight is, yeah, a bit of software that I did for Microsoft Flight Sim. So I'm just testing that. And I found a few bugs, so I need to go and fix those. But yeah, we should be good. All right. That's it. We are good. All right. That is it. I've got some bugs. I need to fix them, but you know what? But no bugs, no bites, is what I say. So, oh, you know what? Forgot to do the old flaps. Let's put them up. Are they wired flaps? Are they electric? Oh, sorry. The flaps need to go up. So let's get the flaps up. There they go. They're coming up. And we're good. All right. And off. There we go. All right. We can lock our controls. And we are good. I really enjoyed flying this plane, eh? It's so realistic. And it's so well built. Yeah, I enjoyed this. Okay, that is it for me. I will catch you all on the next one. I got some bugs to squash. And yeah, thank you everyone for being here. Connor, thank you for the subscription. Wrecker, 1235. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for all the follows today as well. On Twitch, on YouTube. Thank you for everyone for being here. Thank you for this the follows on YouTube as well. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm going to squash the bugs and we'll do another stream at some point. Maybe later. No, not later tonight. Tomorrow. And yeah. Thank you so much, Luke. Thank you so much for the subscription. Thank you so much. I've only just sort of started on YouTube, but yeah, it's growing. It's growing quite fast, and yeah, thank you very much for that. yeah, if you're interested in the software that I've written, it's this. This is the software that I've written for those on YouTube. Did it do it? Did it do it? Why didn't it do it? Let's try it again. STREAMFLIGHT. Maybe it was the wrong command. STREAMFLIGHT. Why? Okay, I'll do it the other way. There. Let's try it there and see. Have I actually? Let me just check. Yeah, that's all right. Let's check this one. There we go. There we go. There's the software. What's the range on that Bonanza? I can tell you that right now, actually. So if we go into the EFB there, all right. So right now I've got with 20, so 50, how many gallons have I got on board? 75, 19 plus that. So 75 kilograms of fuel gives me 346. If I fill it all the way up, I just felt the aircraft, I saw the aircraft drop. 1,000 nautical miles you can get on a full tank. It's all right. That's all right. Hey? I mean, that is Land's End to John O'Groats, probably. It's all right. All right. That's it. I'm done. All right. I'll catch you all on the next one. All right. In the meantime, you all take care. And I will see you tomorrow. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Actually, no. Hold on. Why? I'm being rude. I'm being rude. I'm being very rude. We need to raid somebody. Why am I not raiding somebody? That is so wrong of me. So let me go and raid somebody. Who's on? Yeah, we're gonna go and hit up my friend Sean B. Beats. No, we'll go, let's see, P3D. Oh, Casper Blazing. Let's go and hit up Casper. All right, we're gonna hit up Casper. Let's go and raid there. We're gonna hit Casper. Okay, really nice guy. Go show him some love. And yeah, we're going. There we go. All right, Casper. Okay, I'll see you all on the next one. In the meantime, take care, man. Bye-bye.